Hello folks, this time the question I have is somewhat different. It's not of A level. It is useful for class 11 and 12 of our NEB board or CBSE or even different other boards, especially class 11 physics. It is concerned with the chapter of dimensions, or we can say units and measurements. So the question is that find the dimensional formula of A, B, C and D in the relation this. So force equal to A cos bx plus C sin dt. So we have to find the dimensional formulas of A, B, C and D. So before that, what we must remember is that during the expression of any physical quantity, if, for example, if one physical quantity is equal to another plus another plus another, what we must have is the units of this and this should be same, and so and also the unit of this and this should be same. So if units are same, the dimensions also become same here. So the dimensions also should be this and this should have same dimensions, this and this should have same dimensions, and this and this should have same dimensions. So that means here what we have is the dimensions of f should be equal to dimensions of A cos bx, and it is equal to dimensions of C sin dt. So dimensions of A cos bx should be equal to dimension of f. So if I consider these two things, then we have, since we have got cos of bx is equal to a number, this thing is equal to a number which is a dimensionless. A number has got no dimensions. So that means this is a number which has no dimensions, and this whole thing should have the dimension of force. So that means that if this is a number and this whole thing is equal to force, then the dimensions of force should be same as the dimensions of A. So that force should be equal to dimensions of force should be equal to dimension of force into no dimensions. So that's why we should have A should have the dimensions of force, and that's equal to MLT minus 2. Similarly, if I compare this thing and this thing, so since we have got sine of anything is a number, so that's why it is dimensionless. It's also dimensionless. It is also dimensionless. So that means, so we have got a dimensionless quantity into dimensions of C equal dimensions of force. So this is dimensionless. So that's why dimension of C should be same as dimensions of F. So that means if I did a symbol form, C should be equal to dimensions of F, and this is equal to MLT minus 2. Now, so 2 have been found. Now for B and X. Now what we have is the term bx is equal to angle, because anything inside cos and sine are angles. The term bx is angle. So that means that angle is again this is dimensionless. It is dimensionless. So this means that x is equal to 1 by b, equal to 1 by b. So this is dimensionless, so it's 1 by b. So that means dimensions of x should be equal to 1 by dimensions of b, and it is said that b is the sorry, let me do it this way. So b is equal to 1 by x, which means dimension of b should be equal to 1 by dimensions of x, and we are given that x is the displacement. So that's why dimensions of b should be equal to 1 by L, which is equal to L minus 1. So if I write it in full form, it should be equal to m0 L minus 1 t0. So x also, b also done. Now in the second quantity we have got anything inside sine should also be angle. So that's why d into t is angle, which will be dimensionless once again. This is again dimensionless. So that means we have got d equal to 1 by t. So dimensions of d should be equal to 1 by dimensions of t, which is equal to, or I can say that dimensions of t is equal to 1 by t only. And if I write in so this is the reciprocal t minus 1. If I write in full form, it will be equal to m0 l0 t minus 1. So this forms our complete answer. So A, B, C and D. So now folks, what I like to say is I have been prompted to do this problem because in the recent first terms in one of the colleges that I teach, where I do take a few 10 plus 2 class as well excuse me, this is of class 11, 10 plus 2, which we call as I found that almost all the students whose copies answer scripts I checked, they were making this mistake. Either it's because of lack of time or it's because of lack of care they made this mistake. So I have made a commitment that now I'll be dealing regularly with 10 plus 2 questions also, in addition to the questions of GC or CIA level, so that I can be a responsible teacher for both of the faculties. So from now on, please do check for questions of class 11 and 12. And also what you can do is people of A level, so if you have got friends studying 10 plus 2 courses, you can refer them to this channel, because I think it will be beneficial to them as well, and I can talk to them as well.